Alright, y'all, so let's talk about this. So I want to make something crystal clear because people love to come in the comment sections and they say things that really isn't the focus of the video. Now, I don't mind a person bringing up something, addressing something that I said in the video. But people do that shit to try to get away from the goddamn point. And we know why that is. Because they know that truthfully they're being biased to try to big up somebody. So I want to address something. I'm glad this person said what they said because it gives me a reason to further stomp all over these fake ass so-called fight fans. So what was said was Wilder, no, what was it? Anthony Joshua don't crack harder than Derek Chisora. Even Usyk said it, right? You don't fuck what Usyk said. I said what I said. And here's the deal. Let's look at something. Two things. One, AJ was never really able to crack Usyk clean. Huge difference. Huge difference. The eye test I see, Anthony Joshua punches do far more damage than fucking Chisora's. The thing with Chisora is he throw a bunch of wild haymakers. That's all he knows how to throw. He doesn't know how to box at all. Whereas AJ will spend more time boxing and setting the shots up. Now, to catch somebody clean, as opposed to catching a person that's able to turn and move with the shots for the most part, AJ's, him being unwilling to really rough Usyk up and take it there. Well, let's look at it. Every time AJ landed anything, Usyk started to retreat. AJ didn't do anything when he would follow up. He would just walk him down and then do much of nothing. All right? Whereas, stylistically, Chisora did more. Yeah, he did more. In fact, for that matter, he did pretty much more than everybody else, including fucking Fury. Because for one, Fury even got rocked. You understand what I'm saying? And for his size and his height and reach, to have trouble with Usyk like he did, that the fight the way he did after all that talk and trying to get in Usyk's head, calling him a middleweight and everything, right? Chisora just went there and fought the way he fought. I don't care what Usyk said. Muhammad Ali told us, I told you George Foreman don't hit hard. Right. So, George Foreman, anybody that's been in the ring with him says how hard he hit. Everybody talks about how devastating his power was. So Muhammad Ali tell you he can't punch. So if Ali told you Frazier hit harder or Ken Norton hit harder, so that's what Ali said. Maybe they hit him harder than Foreman did. Maybe the shots that they were able to land were harder than the shots that Foreman was able to actually fully land. Who knows? Who cares? My eye test says Foreman hits harder than Frazier and he hits harder than Norton. I don't give a fuck what Ali said. I don't give a fuck what Ali said. How many of y'all said Floyd can't punch? And then Oscar De La Hoya said, no, he can punch. Floyd can punch. Shane Moore said, nah, Floyd got power. Nah, Floyd got power. But let the fans tell it, Floyd can't punch. He don't have no power. In fact, what did De La Hoya say? Oscar De La Hoya said, Manny Pacquiao don't punch harder than Floyd. The only difference with Manny Pacquiao is Pacquiao throw his punches in like rapid succession, whereas Floyd will hit you with a 1-2, 1-2-3, 1-1, 1-1-1-2. And that came from De La Hoya's mouth. But for you Floyd haters, y'all still want to believe Floyd can't punch, yet nobody's ever walked through Floyd. If a motherfucker can't punch, you shouldn't be on the outside trying to outbox him. You should be on his ass, tearing his ass up. But, let y'all tell it. So here's the deal. The video is not about, motherfucking the fact that I can see that AJ hits harder than Derek Chisora. And listen, let me tell y'all something, man. How you throw your punches, okay? How you throw your punches is what matters. Example is this. Evander Holyfield don't punch harder than Mike Tyson, does he? Does he? But who got stopped when they fought? Okay. Derek Chisora. For that matter, we can say that Wilder can't punch them. Because he went the distance with Derek Chisora, and he's easy to hit. He's easy to hit. So we're going to go by all that bullshit. First off, Holyfield don't hit harder than Tyson. But he had Tyson rocked, now didn't he? In fact, check this out. Does Derek Chisora hit harder than Usyk? I think most people would say no, right? But at the same time, who hurt Usyk? I mean, who hurt Fury? Who had Fury all over the ropes about to go down? And basically, the referee was supposed to call it a knockdown. Why? Because the ropes held him up. If not for the ropes, Fury would have went down. Everybody said Francis Ngannou hits harder than everybody in boxing. He's the hardest puncher in combat sports. He dropped Fury and Fury got back up. Fury told you he hit harder than AJ. Then you had people going, I think he does hit harder than AJ because blah, blah, blah. All right, then why? Why is it that Francis got stopped, was it 3 rounds, whatever it was? And he went the distance with Fury. Why? So we talk about power and what somebody say. Nobody care about what the fuck somebody says, man. Now, if you want to talk about power, if you want to talk about competition, different levels, was Aries the one or was he not the one that said, when Deontay Wilder steps up in competition, this guy's going to lose and he's going to look bad losing. He's hitting people, he's fighting these guys that's not complete fighters. When you hit a determined motherfucker, you'd be surprised that you can hit like a fucking mule kick and a motherfucker drop and get back up. Now check this out. Kid Norton broke Muhammad Ali's jaw in the 3rd round. And Ali fought the whole fight with a broke jaw. Joe Frazier managed to drop Ali in their first fight. Alright? Shavers hurt him. Kid Norton hurt him. Alright? Frazier hurt him. They beat Ali and Ali beat them. Even though Foreman hits way harder, Foreman couldn't even drop Ali. He never even hit it with nothing that looked like it hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so check this out. Anybody can make up their mind what they think. I look at AJ shots when that motherfucker land, and when AJ throw them shots, man, please, his punches is way harder than Derek Chisora's, man. I don't give a fuck about what somebody said, man. What the fuck does that mean? A lot of times fighters would say something to try to take credit from another fighter. Or like I said, he didn't get hit as hard by AJ as he did by Chisora. And any fool with 2 good eyes can see that shit. Y'all want to switch and talk about that and make it about punching power because the fact of the matter is your man bitched up, stuck his hand out to fist bump Anthony Joshua, then said, let's make it happen, let's do it. Smiled at him. Literally smiled and couldn't even stare him in the face, and AJ just stared him the fuck down. And then all you Wilder fans jumped on y'all motherfucking cell phones, your laptops, whatever the fuck you do, and made bullshit fucking false information ass videos, false narrative videos talking about like AJ got punked. Y'all call that punking somebody? Walking up to somebody to fist bump them, smile at them, and wait till you get way past them and say under your breath, you bitch. Man, you motherfuckers are clowns, man. That's clown shit. But I know why y'all trying to change the subject. And you know, see, when I speak about things, I speak about it in a rawest and most real way. Because what I don't do is the sugarcoating shit. Y'all can do all of that. I don't need to do that for anybody. You know, I was talking to my son the other day. My son does track and field, and he's damn good. He's constantly coming in first place, second place, first place, second place, right? He had an off day this past weekend. And we talked, and we went out and ate dinner, we chilled, and he was like, I didn't do my best. He said, I did good. He said, but man, I don't know, somewhere like during the duration of it, he had so many people's he basically explained what happened. He's like, I wasn't performing the way I normally do. It's not you versus somebody else. It's basically you versus your best time. You're trying to, so the bottom line, my son is not making excuses. He's like, nah, I didn't perform the way that I normally. He said he came in first in something, and he came in second in something else. And then he like the third category, he was like 78 or something. He said, he was like, yeah, he said, I just, it wasn't in me. I'm trying, I'm pushing. He's like, I just ain't have it that. But, he's like, there's always next time. I taught my sons that. I put that in them to not be the kind of people that get hung up on something because it don't go their way. See, everybody want to brag and yell and scream and holler and pound their chest and all that when they win. But when you lose, don't make any excuses. He plain and simply said, I just didn't perform the way and that's it happens. It happens. Case in point, I'm not the kind of father that's going to sit here and go, man, they just got lucky, man. Hey, shit happens. Like you said, there's always next time. Have fun with what you're doing. Enjoy your life, man. Don't let this stuff get you down. Don't let this stuff have you walking around here punching holes in the wall and stressing yourself out. You walk around claiming mental health issues, all this bullshit. We warriors. We don't claim no fucking mental health issues. We don't fucking suppress to that shit. We don't sit up here, man, everybody picking on me. Everybody, man, it's me against the world. Nah, that's not what the fuck men do. We don't do that shit. Mental health issues is real, yo. Mental health. You see, soft niggas, y'all embrace that bullshit. Y'all don't have that shit. It's the fucking problem with this fucking generation. Excuses. I wish the fuck I would see a motherfucker and tell you. Imagine me sitting on this camera going, you see that dude right there, he a bitch. You think I'm gonna fucking get out my fucking car and fist bump this motherfucker? Or I'm then after, hey, what up? Yeah, all right, man. Hey, good seeing you. Then roll up my window. You a bitch. Nah. It's not how we operate, bro. That I'm smiling at him and shit. Oh boy. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting, man, because I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. People can say what they want to say. People can talk about who hits harder than who don't hit hard. I don't give a fuck about, like, your opinion gonna change mine because somebody told you. Motherfucker, I know what I see. And I hear the difference in them shots when they land. As I said, look, let me give you a perfect example. What's the guy name that AJ fought? The white guy, the tall guy that popped dirty after they fought. And the same guy that was supposed to be a training partner of Wilder. Wilder knocked him out when he fought in the first round. And him and AJ went 8 rounds. Y'all know Hellenius. Who did AJ have in his corner that time in that fight? Y'all remember, right? Same motherfucker. That was with Earl Smith all that time. What did he keep telling Anthony Joshua? Just let the right hand go. Just throw it. Now, was his instructions precise? No, they wasn't. But he kept telling him, just throw it. What I was saying when I was watching it is JJ jab to his body, step around, quick step around, jab to his body, jab to his fucking hip, man. Mix the jab up, double jab. You know what I'm saying? Throw the right hand to the body. Throw the right hand to the body. And throw the jab to the body. Mix it up, come up top. You know what I'm saying? Throw the sweeping hook only when he move. And you want to, you know what I'm saying? You coming around because your chin is up. Throw the sweeping hook then. You know what I'm saying? Because you throw the right hand in, he's just going to lean out of the way. So you lean out of the way, pow, throw the fucking hook to the body. Make him uncomfortable in every scenario. That's what I'm saying to myself when I'm looking at watching the fight. But what happened, bottom line, AJ finally threw that motherfucker because AJ kept trying to step close to him. See, and when he was jabbing him, he needs to step back. And being that he's even taller than AJ, he was able to lean and get away to where AJ would throw it would come up short. And AJ stopped stepping. That's my thing. I'm like, see, he's able to read it. because you're stepping. Y'all hear me say when you throw that shit, turn at the waist, don't step forward. But fighters don't do that shit no more. And what happened? AJ let that right hand go. Bow! One punch, Hellenius goes down. And you see the impact of that motherfucker. Fuck out of here, man. I don't care what no other fucking fighters say, man. Oh, this guy hit harder. Yeah, that motherfucker might have hit you harder. I give you another perfect example of some shit. When you hit the fucking the pressure ball, right? When you hit it and it measures the amount of force behind your shot, okay. How many people would say that Devin Haney hits harder than Ryan Garcia? But when they hit that motherfucker, right? Who kept winning? Devin Haney. By a wide margin. Sometimes, all right, the way you throw your punches has everything to do with it. Like example, when I said Tyson Fury isn't naturally a hard puncher, but with his size, if he sit down on his punches, he'll be able to stop motherfuckers because he's 270 fucking something pounds. The thing with Tyson Fury is he throws a shot, and the second that his glove touches your face, he's already thinking retreat. So he's not really giving you anything. And I'm like, this motherfucker's too big to be in here fucking fighting these little motherfuckers on the back foot. And that shit looks stupid, man. Imagine a fucking 8th grader fighting a fucking 2nd grader. Just imagine the size difference, and this motherfucking big motherfucking kid backing up like, okay, that's what the fuck Tyson Fury was looking like to me. Am I not the same dude that told y'all after Max Kellerman, Teddy Atlas, Deontay Wilder himself, before Tyson Fury even realized it? Who been rocking with me since then? Ain't I the one that told y'all he need to walk Wilder little skinny ass down? Wilder's too fucking light in the ass, man. All that right hand shit, man, fuck that. Wilder can't fight going back. He can't fight going forward. He depend on you to make mistakes. And Wilder will catch you slipping. If you stand there and you're not ready to punch, and you're in punching range, he would jump on you and he can catch you slipping. He was good at that shit. And that's how he caught pretty much everybody. But at the same time, when you step up in levels of competition, even when you drop a motherfucker, that motherfucker get up like, nah, fuck that, let's go. That's why him and his fans cry to this day that the referee didn't stop the fight. So you sure he was supposed? How the fuck you gonna say what the refs was supposed to do? We done seen other fights where the referee, I done seen the dude on Bambi legs. Up, fall, up, fall, and the ref keep counting anyway. We done seen so much shit happen. I've seen the ref stop fights where a guy got hit and do no punches back but didn't go down. Okay, well if that's the case, by his own logic, when Luis Ortiz had him staggered all over the fucking ring and there was like 20 unanswered punches thrown, okay, then the ref could have stopped that then. Because they short stopped at the start of the fucking round to go check on Wilder to make sure he was okay. So by his own logic, they should have stopped the fight when he wasn't throwing punches back at Luis Ortiz. Hey. See, the problem with Wilder fans can't deal with reality. Everything about them has to be but what about that time? Well I'll see you. Nah, man. When you go into a fight, you gotta be sound, mind and body and understand, listen, I'm not coming in here to lose, I'm coming in here to fight. I know what I have to do. I'm aware I can get cut, I can get hit, and I can't have the referee thinking that I'm about to fall, right? If I'm not. You see that shit Keith Thurman pulled, talking about the referee this, the referee that? Nah, man, Keith Thurman was getting beat the fuck up. Keith Thurman sat there and told all you motherfuckers that he did all that to his face with the inside of his glove, and y'all stupid asses believe him, and y'all want to make excuses for Keith Thurman. And I'm sitting there like, see, this is the problem with y'all, man. Y'all sit here and think that whoever it is you like is gonna win all the time, and then when they don't, y'all get y'all feelings, and then y'all start making excuses. The problem, like I said, with the way AJ fights sometimes, where AJ would go in there and not let his hands go the way he should, not confident. When he knocked out Francis Ngannou, yeah, look at them fucking shots. And the thing is, he shows you all it take is one. Okay, AJ knocked Dillian White out. How many fucking times did Dillian White and Chisora fight? And how many times did Chisora win? How many times did he knock him out? Okay, so I don't give a fuck what Derek Chisora said. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. AJ knocked him out with an uppercut. Bam! One punch, out. Chisora didn't. See, one of the biggest differences with Aries and the rest of you motherfuckers is you motherfuckers are followers. Somebody can tell y'all anything and y'all, ooh, see, even such and such said it. The fuck that's supposed to mean to me? Give a fuck what somebody said, man. The fuck that mean to me? I tell you what, I tell you something personal real quick. I know how hard I hit with both hands. And I'm ambidextrous. I could throw, shoot, everything with both hands. And I remember a motherfucker told everybody he could hit harder than me. Not only did I knock his ass out, but I broke his jaw. Yeah, bad. Like in two different, like AJ did, motherfucking Jake Paul. Broke this motherfucking jaw in two different places with one punch. Knocked his ass out cold, like he was unconscious. We thought that motherfucker was dead for a minute. Not only did he learn, and listen, because you knock somebody out don't mean you hit harder than them. Well, he learned that, nah, Aries hit way harder than me. His trainer, his fucking coach, saw me in the supermarket, walked up and gave me a hug. He said, I thought you killed my fighter. He said, no, I thought you killed my boy, man. Damn, you hit hard, man. He said, you know something? And we was just talking, and he was just like, man, I one of the things that I told him, I said, man, you know, we wanted him to be ready. He said, what I didn't want him to do was try to trade with you. He said, what I wanted him to do, he said, because of your versatility, he said, I wanted him to try to get close, get to the body, work up and down, sidestep, you know, similar to Tyson, try to go around. He said, but the way you pivot and move off the jab and keep your out the center line, he said, then you throw that quick-ass snapping left hook or left uppercut, man, even in that right hook, anything, he said, it just comes out of nowhere. He said, my thing was, I told him, we gonna have to go through pain to give pain, and we gonna have to try to make it as ugly as possible. He said, but I feel like, he said, and not that it would have worked. He said, but I feel like that was the best chance we had. He said, my thing with him, a dude named Aaron. He said, the thing that I was telling him was, don't make this a, I hit harder than him, he hit it, just understand. You tell yourself whatever you got to psych yourself. He said, but I don't want you to go in there and fight stupid. He said, the first time you hit him clean, first round, knocked his ass across the fucking ring, went in the corner, bam, ref started counting because the ropes held him up. I could see it in his face. Like, I'm just ready. I ain't with all that talking. I hit this motherfucker to the body. I hit him to the, I mean, the swell, the bruise, the black and blue mark, the swell around the everything, the swelling up. I wasn't fucking playing. I wasn't coming there. I don't give a fuck. See, he did all of that talking because what he wanted to do was try to get in my head. People said, you can't beat this motherfucker physically. You gotta like try to break him mentally. How? I don't know, but you gotta do something. You gotta cut him, make him bleed, then make him feel something that he ain't felt before, and all of that. And you know, whatever their game plan is, this is their game plan. But my whole point is, this guy got humbled because I'm gonna tell you right now, there wasn't nothing that motherfucker did that he was gonna win. I wasn't gonna let nobody beat me. Period. Nobody. No fucking body. Period. Nobody. The problem, though, is a lot like Wilder's situation. He had a bunch of yes men and ass kissers around him that feed him the wrong information. See, because I would have been like, hey, listen, I know, put like this, my advice to him would not have been to fight the way he tried to fight. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you what I noticed, what I really feel. I feel he did all that he thought he could do. And he thought, I got to land something and get him out of here. And I know I can take a punch. Yeah. I don't have a glass jaw. I don't have a weak jaw. I am with nothing weak. So for that matter, for everybody that gassed him up, and for him gassing himself up, you know, he learned real quick. Not only is he not stronger, he don't hit harder, he's not stronger, he's not tougher. damn sure it's not as fast. And I could hit him with either hand and knock him out. One punch. He couldn't do the same to me. Now, that all being said, the same way how his people was hyping him up to tell him, yeah, he get harder than yeah. Nah, they knew better. Even his coach said, man, you ain't never killed. You ever killed somebody? This is the conversation. He's like, you ever killed somebody, man? He's like, God damn, your punches is the fuck, man. He said, man, your punches sound like bacon. You know, you ever make bacon in the pan? That shit, pow. He said, God damn. He said, I thought you killed him when he went down. I mean, literally, I thought he died, man. That shit scared me, man. He said, and I seen him moving. All right, and he was able to, he was out of it before, but he started talking back, just like, all right. He said, and after everything was okay, he was, damn sure went to the hospital with him. He said, I went there with him. He said, me and his father was talking. He said, man, you special, man. You not no ordinary guy. And if the world don't get to see your talent, that shit would be a travesty. He said, you really are a special fighter, man. You're different. Let me tell y'all something, man. I've been around fighters that I know would have been world champions. I've been around, artists, different rappers, singers, people I know could have made hit records. A lot of us just didn't have the right outlets. And see me, I'm not an ass kisser. I got a temper. And I'm not that motherfucker that you gonna play games with. And let me tell y'all, man, anybody listening to this video, don't ever let people get in your head and make you think that you can't do something. Don't ever let people make you think you gotta sell yourself in order to do something. And don't let people talk you out of going after what you need to go after. One thing I didn't have was family support, because my dad was different, and anybody who got involved with anything that my father was against, everybody was trying to keep peace with my dad, even myself to a certain point. And my family, my love for my family is deeper than money and any of this other shit. But at some point I had to let go. But to be honest with you, like I said before, I knew I could have made a lot of money, but that wasn't my motivation. And that's why I'm still able to physically do the shit that I can do right to this very fucking day. So when I hear people sitting up here talking and trying to make excuses about why a fighter got his ass kicked, when I hear motherfuckers sit up here and want to try to change the subject because the facts of what we really talking about is too deep, I'm used to that. But it does no good for the people that you're lying for. Something like, example, when Clarissa Shields was saying she wanted to see Wilder retire. Only stupid motherfuckers want to make it seem like she disrespected him. Oh, she was talking shit. Nah, Wilder's washed up. He's finished. I'm telling y'all that shit. He's finished. But if he want that ass whooped, then go ahead, AJ, and whoop his ass then. It's as simple as that. See, the problem is this. All it takes is one person scared to hurt your feelings by telling you the truth to say, to tell you 4 words that could end up causing you to be a vegetable for the rest of your life. And then all of y'all to be saying, man, it's fucked up what happened to Wilder. Damn, yo, he should have retired, yo. Oh, but we was hating him. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying what he should do. He should do whatever the fuck it is he feel like he want to do. That's idiot. But them 4 fucking words that can end up being fatal to these fighters when they in that state like Wilder's in is, you still got it. If you watch that fight, and I'm telling all you motherfuckers, that's any of you, any one of you, if you watched that fight and told yourself that Wilder put a great performance on, that this was a quality fight, this was a high quality, high level championship fight, a quality boxing match, y'all ain't shit. And I think secretly y'all want to see Wilder get killed in the ring. The dude is cooked. Wilder's cooked. So when he talk about all the haters and the people that doubt him, and yeah, I know. Right, we said you was going to lose to Joseph Parker, you lost. We said you was going to lose to Zhang, and you lost. Where was the hate? You told us you held back on Joseph Parker because we was talking about you. We was saying you was too mean and you was too vicious. And I mean, every stupid excuse that you could think of, this man came up with. What we talking about, y'all? What are we talking about? My assessment of his performance was based on what I seen, and I understand what the fuck I saw. Your assessment is all simply because you guys are fans and you want to see him go out on top. You want to see him get one last hurrah. And at the end of the day, he and AJ fight and AJ knock him on his ass. I don't see how AJ can lose this fight. AJ has to be complete garbage to lose to this dude. And I'm going to say it again and again because Wilder is cooked. Wilder does nothing good. He don't set punches up. That shit like a fucking street fight. Go back and watch a Rocky movie. I always laugh when Max Kellerman said those Rocky movies were the realest thing. Like, no, not the fights. The fights always was exaggerated. Nobody boxes like that, man. Hold, yeah. This is how Wilder was fighting, though. Like a fucking Rocky movie. Now, all those punches thrown and nobody got knocked out. If the amount of knockouts make you think somebody is a harder puncher than somebody else, let's look at the quality of opponents. That's what people fail to understand. We're going to call this video Wilder Fans versus Reality, because this is where y'all really have trouble in y'all thinking, is dealing with reality. If Deontay Wilder was injured before he fought Joseph Parker, why was he so confident he could knock him out? Why did he talk so much shit? If he was injured and not healthy before the Zhang fight, when he sat down and said, last chance, last dance, he had to know, nah, man, I'm not 100%. It would be stupid for me to take this fight. And I'm not healthy. Y'all want to believe that that's the case because that's what he said, right? He wasn't healthy. Now he's healthy. He got knocked out. Motherfucker clearly got punched in his fucking face. Got hit in the nose, I think, and turned around, was saying something to the ref and got knocked the fuck out. Wilder's not built for that shit, man. Wilder is not built for top competition. Wilder is built for the type of guys that he's able to beat. That's why he chose those guys. And just like I chose Derek Chisora for him, it's funny, his team chose Derek Chisora for him. Y'all motherfuckers are so out of the loop, though, when it comes to reality, that instead of y'all listening to somebody going, damn, you know what, man? Dude be calling shit before it happened. Way before there's any mentions of anything. Dude be saying, yo, nah, instead of, and that's anybody, not just myself, anybody who's really being real. Instead of that, nah, y'all want to get defensive and want to make excuses. Shit don't change anything. That shit don't change anything. I'm 255 pounds, ripped solid muscle. A motherfucker told me I was too built. Nah, you get, and then all of a sudden, yo, how come you don't get fatigued when you fight? How come you can play ball and run up and you faster than them small dudes? How come you able to, it's called determination, it's called dedication. It is called knowing what the fuck you're doing. And you fat pot-belly, receding hairline, couch potatoes, got the nerve to sit up on your phone trying to type like y'all some fucking smart, educated by motherfucking participation. Nah. Half y'all ain't been punched in the face or the ribs. You ain't never knocked nobody out. You ain't never trained to put your body through this shit. When you will go work out 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning for absolutely nothing financial, just because you dedicated to keeping your health and your fitness up. When you spar, when you do all that shit, all those things, while everybody else in the house sleep, why everybody's complaining about it's too cold outside, it's too hot, but you out there on the road putting in road work. When you do shit like that, you're not normal. That's why there's no such thing as an off season in my mind. That's why. Because my physical fitness, my ability, my flexible everything. Everything that I do, it's not about a paycheck. It's my health come first. So you're not talking to some average, just another motherfucker. Y'all don't understand life. I remember, and I put this on my dead mama. I was in the South one time. We went to whatever, I think it's Virginia. Wherever Busch Gardens is. We went to Virginia. And they got the water park separate from the theme park, the amusement park, like the roller coasters and all that. So we had like a type of package where one day you can go to either one you want, but you can only pick one per day. That's the package we had. So it was like one day the water park, the next day the theme park, next day okay. I met a guy. We was over there. Y'all know what a wave pool is? Y'all know what that is, right? When y'all in the water and when you first walk in, the deeper you walk, the deeper it gets, the farther you walk down. But then after a while, it's a countdown, and then the water starts sending. It's made to start sending waves, so the water starts to, that's why I call it the wave pool. There was a dude in there. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. Listen to me. Listen to me. This dude was shredded. Probably was about a good 185, 190. Snow white hair, snow white beard. Did not have a whole bunch of wrinkles in his face. If I had to pick, just looking at him, I would think maybe mid-60s or something, right? This motherfucker was ripped. They had no gut, nothing, right? He walks up. Hey, how you doing, brother? Another black dude. He's talking to me. He just said, yeah, man. He said, you fight? I said, once a fighter, always a fighter. And he was like, I hear that. Did he introduce himself? And he's just like, yeah, man. He told me where he was from and everything and whatever. And we talking. He was like, yeah, man. He's talking about, working out and how he just stay motivated. I see the dude before we were at the wave pool. I saw him where we stayed at this place called the Clubhouse. And the hotels are made like house apartments. Nice, clean, nice house apartments. Anybody ever been out there, you know what I'm talking about if you ever stayed there. And I see him jogging outside. He see me jogging. So we was there. We came the same day and basically stayed the same amount of days. And he was, talking to me about different things. He started talking about boxing. He started talking about everything. He was doing a lot of calisthenics and all that, right? Listen to me. I thought this dude, if I had to pick, I ain't really give thought, but the dude said, he looked at me talking, and he was saying, yeah, man, he should keep doing what you're doing. He said, man, the way I grew up and the things I was around, I'm surprised I'm still alive. He said, people told me I was going to be dead by the time before I was 20 years old. You're going to die before you're 20. He said, there's a lot of things was going on. He said, but I changed things around in my life. He said, my physical fitness has been everything to me, man. And he said, I drove here. He said, I live by myself. He said, and I'm so grateful that I'm still here. And I can tell you, the last 30 years of my life been the best. He said, it's never too late to organize and get your life right. He said, so yeah. Now when he said that, again, if I had to take a pick, I'd have thought he'd probably get to like mid-60s or something. The motherfucker took his fucking driver's license out. He looked and said, you see that there? Like, what's up? He said, look at my DOB, date of birth. The motherfucker was 93 years old. 93. Now, you got people that take all kind of shit for their skin and all types of shit. We ain't talking about no Botox and no, we talking about a motherfucker who, and we eat similar things. He was telling me that he eats stuff and with the green juice and stuff and all, and just, being consistent with everything, but making sure that he keep his body fit, he's stretching all that. And I'm like, yeah, he don't move like an old man, don't talk like an old man, you know how when guys get older, yeah, when I was young, no, nothing. Still dressed nice and all that, and just, he was still, you know, that motherfucker was 93 years old. That was about 6 years ago. He was 93 years old, man. And I met a couple people like that. Clean living and keeping your mind right would do that. No shots, no hate, no nothing. I tell y'all what I tell y'all because I'm giving you the truth and I'm giving you what's real. Let me say this about Deontay Wilder. I don't know this man personally. Do I see him do some bitch ass shit? Yes. You see him do it too, but you make excuses for it. That means you got bitch inside of you too. You got this stink of bitch on your breath when you talking about Anthony Joshua or any other fighter because you see the same shit that I see, but somehow y'all try to change the narrative about what you just saw. It's not manly to walk up to a guy, smile at him, extend your hand and say, let's make it happen, let's do it. Then wait till you get down the hall. Wait and then go, hey bitch. That's pussy. That is pussy. Now, I'm not wishing nothing bad on Deontay. He did shit to me. Can't do shit to me. But I'm going to call a spade a spade. I don't give a fuck if it's AJ. I don't give a fuck if it's my own family. I don't care who it is. At this point, in this stage in Deontay's life, I feel like Deontay is the type of person that don't want to listen to nobody. And if they're not telling him what he want to hear, he think they're a hater or they're jealous of some shit. He one of those people. The best thing that can happen to Deontay Wilder, in all honesty, is somebody, I don't know if that person exists, could really sit down with that brother and talk to him about life being more important. Like him talking about, Dad gotta go on his kids. You know what I'm saying? I held back on. And one of the family said the same thing I told y'all before. He talking about he hold back. That motherfucker was trying to take Chisora's head off and he couldn't land the fucking shots. And also he was trying to be cautious because we seen Derek Chisora get hurt before, go in the corner and then start just out of nowhere start coming out winging shots. He was trying to be cautious. While the timing was off, Chisora's timing was everything. Sloppy fight. And the reason I say somebody can talk to him about life and him have a clear understanding of what he needs financially, this is what he knows how to do is fight, right? That's what he does. He fights. So however long his body will allow him to do it, his brain will allow him to do it, he's going to do whatever. I'm not here to say he should retire or shouldn't. I'm not even taking that route. What I'm saying, somebody need to be able to talk to him about honesty and being realistic. I don't know that person exists. Wilder has that motherfucking mindset like he gotta be the boss, he gotta be in charge of his way or the highway. He ain't doing it nobody else's way. That's his problem. And this is why he wanna try to pretend that he's all down to fight AJ and all that. Coming back fighting a guy ranked 238 and then fighting Chisora don't make you ready for AJ. But if it's an ass whooping that he's looking for, if that person can't talk to him and get him to really just see life where he can enjoy life and sit back and not make the same mistakes or same damn decisions over and over, then a good ass whooping is probably the next best thing. Let's be real. Right? Didn't he say something about stay away from my money, stay away from my woman, something to that effect? Didn't his own brother say he fucked his woman? Okay, so y'all gonna take Wilder's side because y'all like Wilder, y'all now fuck his brother, right? But all before when his brother was talking about the autopsy that they did on him in the air, yeah, and all that other bullshit, right? Yeah, see, his brother knew he was talking about then, right? But when his brother say something about him, now, I don't want to put that mess out there. But all this family shit, all this shit with the girlfriend, all this diva shit, right? Did this look like some warrior mentality to yo? What the fuck go on in your home is your business, man. I don't want people to twist the truth. Well, they twist everything else and you let them do it. Too emotional. Too emotional, man. I don't need to wish nothing bad on none of them. But I think a good ass whooping is what he needs. Now I'm talking about a good. I ain't talking about he got embarrassed, knocked down a couple times. I'm talking about broke jaw, broke ribs, nothing that he's not gonna heal from in time. Nothing that's gonna stay with him for the. But I mean, like beat the fuck up, swollen eye. I think like he needs that to happen before he finally goes night night. The reason is because this. For every time you make an excuse because you lose, for every time you make an excuse as to why a fight didn't happen, it's only when you win you don't have complaints. It's only when you win you don't have excuses. It's only when you win you don't bring up any injury. It's only the one time I remember he hurt his hand. I forgot it was to do Hopkins fight. One of them fight. Somebody he fought. No, it was the Spanish guy. Whoever it was. I know him and AJ fought one of the same guys. I can't remember that guy's name. But one of them fights where he literally jumping up in the air, trying to throw uppercuts, trying to knock the guy out. And I remember he said he hurt his hand in there. But I'm saying, so he did say that time about him hurting his hand, and it was noticeable because he stopped throwing it after a while. But my whole thing, what I'm saying is, nobody dwells on injuries and anything else when they're winning. So when you lose, just take your loss and keep pushing, man. That's all. These fans that's making excuses for you is not going to be there with you in the long run. You ain't going to be there with them. You go on, you move on, you live your life, do what you do. They'll be cheering somebody else. They'll be trying to find the next person that's better than Deontay Wilder, that would have knocked Deontay Wilder out. These same fans that's lying for you now are going to be the same fans going, yeah, but see, nah, Deontay was one-dimensional. This motherfucker could knock you out with both hands, and he set shots up, and he this and he that. The other day, somebody made a video and had the nerve to say, man, Moses will tell me to sit his ass down. He don't want bomb squad. He ain't ready for no damn Deontay Wilder. I tell y'all what, y'all go ahead and gas that boy up. Go ahead and keep gaslighting this motherfucker and making him think that Wilder might be stupid, but he ain't that stupid. He's stupid for listening to y'all. And for him to sit up here and listen to his own self, telling himself people were hating on him and all that, you proved somebody wrong. How the fuck you ain't proved me wrong, Negro? I'm the fucking one that said, Derek Chisora. I'm going to keep rubbing it in y'all faces. Dillian White, Joe Joyce. Because if he can't beat them motherfuckers, yeah, he should hang it up. But he beat them because they got respect on their names. People going to make a big deal about it like they doing right now. Only thing is, y'all delusional and may have to make lies about it. Yeah, and it's going to be talked about, and he's back. Oh, I saw that. Oh, Deontay Wilder is back. I saw Carl Froch talking about how Deontay would knock AJ out. We know Froch got something against AJ. Froch talk a lot of bullshit. He don't know his ass from his asshole. You understand? He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing from nothing. Carl Froch just runs his mouth. But at the end of the day, none of that matters. Remember when Deontay was about to fight Zhang, and he's like, I don't want to hear my team tell me how good I look, good, like I gotta win. I gotta go in there and win, so I don't want to hear none of that. You look good, champion. That came out of Wilder's mouth. Did you hear him talking about injuries then? Did you hear him talking about he wasn't healthy enough? No. Last chance, last dance. I don't want to hear my team tell me how good I'm just what I'm telling you. You see, he got ass kissers around him. And what happened? He tried to fight Zhang back. Yeah, he threw some punches. He tried to fight back. But Wilder don't have that kind of dog in him. I keep telling y'all that shit. Y'all try to make it seem like Wilder go in there and just brutalize people. No, Wilder will lose every round of a fight just to wind up catching you with a shot. You know, and a guy like Gerald Washington should not be fucking outboxing you. But these are the type of guys that he fought. That was his level of competition. So when you down on the scorecards, you come back and these dudes are not great. They're not even, look, these dudes are not even decent. They're just not, they're not that good. So when you step up in competition and lose, either you gonna make excuses or your fans are gonna make excuses. Then y'all make excuses and combine them and put them together. And what does that do? You held back on Derek Chisora. Got a guy like Keith Thurman telling you he bruised his own face up. You got it. I mean, you bust your lips too. Nah, you made your mouth bleed too. It was your own hands. Nah, Fundora didn't do it. Fundora didn't do it. You did it to yourself. David Morrell called him stupid. He said guy come back at least should have 1 fight, 2 fight, maybe before he go in there with Fundora. I told you these guys are delusional. These guys, their ego won't see. Listen, I commend you for taking the tough fights. I don't think you're wrong for that because you're a fighter. This is what you signed up for, right? But what I'm saying is, when you're no longer the same fighter, you know it yourself in the gym. The problem is when people around you are depending on you for a paycheck. People around you are training you because, hey, this is what we do. We make money together. But they know that you're not the same. They know that you're not the same. So, yeah, Keith Thurman to fight again. He can't afford to take another 2-3 years off because he constantly does it. But what happens? The guy's injury prone, right? But the Keith Thurman fans, yeah, man, one time, he gonna knock Fundora out, yeah. Okay. What happened? What happened? And the last thing that you need to say is, oh, but if he was, no, he's not younger. He is who he is right the fuck now. Deal with the here and now. So when we talking about how hard somebody punch or how hard somebody don't punch, well, here's the difference. Chisora didn't knock out motherfucking Wilder, but AJ will. And when he knocks him the fucking out cold, all the excuses about Wilder's old, no. Y'all not saying that shit now. I'm telling you, the dude is cooked. Even the best version of him gets knocked out by AJ. But at the same time, he's cooked. Y'all are overlooking the fact that this motherfucker just went the distance with Derek Chisora. And he told the world he'll fight Moses Atama. And y'all believe him. You motherfuckers are silly, man. Anyways, that's all I wanted to get out. I had to do this because this is just like, you Wilder fans will go on a limb to try to make this man feel like he's a devastating, not just a devastating puncher, but a devastating fighter. And no, he's not. All that, he's hardest puncher in heavyweight history. I don't care about no fucking numbers. I care about the quality of opponents. We've seen football teams have an easy schedule, right? Have a lighter schedule. The majority of their fucking games they got a weak division, right? So say they're good, but their division is weak. And then they have a schedule where the majority of the teams they play are the weaker teams in the league, right? But what happens when they step up and play that well-tested, well-oiled machine of a team, and they in their career 12-4, but they didn't just lose the fucking NFC or AFC conference, they got blown out. There's a different skill level. There's a difference in resistance. There's a difference in determination. It's not just, look, Chris Colbert was flashy, fast hands, do little pretty combination. He couldn't take it, but he could dish it out. And think about it. The guy that he lost to is not even on top of the food chain. But Chris have some skills, but he's more flash and flare than he is skills. Now just imagine, Deontay ain't flash or flare. He just got a right hand. He talk a lot of shit. And I feel like this, in terms of what he was able to accomplish, he has a lot to be proud of in the sense that he got a late start in boxing, right? That's what y'all would say, wouldn't y'all? Well, whose fucking fault is it that he refused to train? So out of his own mouth, when he says, the things I should do, I don't do, the things I shouldn't do, I do, I get away with a lot of stuff, but see, dang it, you got this right hand, you got a blessing, the curse, and the right hand. So all them things that apply to other fighters don't necessarily apply to me. Remember that? Yeah, remember that? So all of those things that was said, Riddle me this. How is it somebody else's fault that he refused to train like he's supposed to? He refuses to learn. I told you, I think he just has a disability to really absorb information. I really do. A guy tells you he don't like to jog, he don't like to jump rope, you know, all these things. Mark Breland told you, but then I guess Mark was too straightforward, huh? Blame Mark Breland for everything. Now, out of all these trainers he done been with, why we don't see no change in Wilder for the better? Wilder fight the same way every fucking opponent. Nothing different to his skill set. Throwing punches in the air and punching foam sticks. Like Bruce Lee told you, boards don't hit back. Yeah, simple. And y'all gassing, yo, champ, you looking good. Look at the footwork, champ. What fucking footwork? What the fuck? What are you watching right now? Y'all not even men. Y'all bunch of little dusty little boys who on your knees with your fucking tongues out. Instead of being real and straight up, be a man about it. When AJ got frustrated and he was like, I'm 16 stone and all that or whatever. I'm not 215 pounds and no, AJ, nobody's fucking telling you to fight like Mike Tyson. You and Mike are too different in stature. You're too different in technique and style. That's not who the fuck you are. Nobody's telling you to do that. We're telling you, go back to being the fucking AJ that you once were. Mike Tyson got nothing to do with it. So whatever asshole threw Mike Tyson's name in the hat and said, you need to be like Mike, well, that person's an asshole. You're 6'6", Mike's 5'10", 5'11". Nah. Two different styles completely. Nobody's telling him that. You didn't hear me sitting up here, oh, you know, AJ going through some stuff. Nah, you know what, man? I think AJ, see what it is? He need a vacation, yo. This how y'all be sounding, trying to defend Wilder. Like, bro, these are fucking grown-ass, rusty-ass, grown-ass men. I'm just giving it to you like it is. And for the idiot that made the comment, yeah, hell yeah, Wilder rolled up on him. This nigga out here cheering for Chisora. Hey, him and Chisora are like real close, right? Their country and all of that. So maybe even Deontay Wilder picking Chisora to try to be friends with is to try to, you know, like that episode of Martin when Tommy and Cole was both trying to fighting over who's gonna be the best man at the wedding. They all hit buying all them gifts and maybe that's what Deontay trying. Who cares? Who gives a fuck about all that friendship stuff? I done had partners that I love like brothers. I'm like, yo, that motherfucker, right? Don't bring that motherfucker around me. I'm gonna break his face open. What? Don't bring this motherfucker around me. Give a fuck how cool you are, that motherfucker. I don't like that motherfucker. Don't bring him around me. What's supposed to happen now? Same way I'm making this video, I'm going to be right back here. Win, lose, or draw if that fight happens. But I'm confident that Wilder's going to go to sleep and early. Wilder's getting knocked the fuck out. You guys are delusional, man. Y'all really don't understand boxing at all. Y'all thought y'all saw a good fight of the decade. Well, y'all need to embrace reality instead of rejecting it. Put that kind of time and effort into your own life. You motherfuckers on everybody's channel arguing over Wilder like a bunch of bitches. Y'all go on everybody's channel leaving comments trying to explain something, trying to give your little bullshit biased interpretation of what you saw. You want to tell everybody how, everybody's picking on Wilder and everybody. You motherfuckers watch him with a lackluster performance. You watch him fight the most washed up over-the-hill fighters. You watch him fight low-ranked fighters, and everything is always, let's try to make it seem like this was some big monumental moment in the sport of boxing. And then when he get his ass handed to him, y'all all fall apart and make excuses about why he lost. Well, the reason he lost, because he said, they should still fight anyway. Well. Y'all know how y'all sound. Listen, y'all, plain and simple. I don't know these motherfuckers personally. I'm not no AJ fan. I'm nobody's fan. I'm not a fan of no fucking man, no woman. I don't believe in no fucking deity. I'm nobody's fucking fan. I respect and I appreciate. There's people I love and got a lot of admiration for. But other than that, nah, I'm nobody's fan. Now, is AJ the heavyweight that I look at? Like, yeah, want to see him beat win, stay on top? Yeah. But he lose. Moses the Tama look like he's that guy. Man, I'm not no fan. I'm not running around here cheering. Like when they fight, I'm not that guy jumping. Nope. I'm just sitting back watching, chilling. Good shot. Nice slip. Good parry. That's what I do. If anything, I'm not sitting up here getting in my feelings and loud and jumping around and all excited like a little kid at Christmas opening gifts. It's not what the fuck I do. I just sit back and watch and enjoy a good fight. That's it. So unlike y'all, I'm not an AJ or nobody else's fan. You motherfuckers are fans. So y'all getting y'all feelings and y'all care. I really don't. Don't forget what I stand for. Truth, logic, and sound reasoning. No fanboy shit going on. That's all I got for you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Embrace reality, bitches.